Have you ever felt like the world was against you, like every step forward was met with 100 steps back? You're busting your ass, pushing hard, but those mountains you're climbing just seem to get higher and higher. Well, let me tell you something, my friend. Every great success story starts with a struggle. Every single one. The greatest stories ever told are forged in the fires of adversity. Today, we're going to talk about overcoming adversity. We're diving deep into the heart of struggle and emerging on the other side stronger, more determined, and ready to crush it. I'm going to share with you 3 incredible stories of real people who faced impossible challenges, the kind that make you want to quit, give up, and say it's too hard. But they didn't. They fought, they clawed their way back, and they won. By the end of this video, you're going to have fire in your belly. You're going to realize that you, yes, you, can overcome anything life throws your way. But before we get started, I need you to do something for me. If you're ready to push through your own struggles and turn that pain into power, hit that like button and subscribe for more motivation. This is Jake. Jake was a normal kid, loved riding his bike, playing video games, hanging out with his friends. But when he was just 10 years old, life threw him a curveball, a major one. Jake was in a terrible accident, the kind of accident that changes everything. Doctors told him he might never walk again. Can you imagine hearing those words when you're just 10 years old? The world felt like it stopped spinning. His parents were devastated. His friends didn't know what to say. But Jake had a fire in his eyes. He didn't listen to the doctors, the whispers, the doubts. He refused to accept their limitations. He spent months in the hospital enduring painful therapy sessions day in and day out. He pushed himself harder than anyone thought possible. While others doubted him, he never doubted himself, not even for a second. He held on to hope with a grip so tight it surprised everyone around him. And after a year of grueling work, sweat and tears, guess what? Jake stood up. He took a step, and then another. He was walking again. But Jake wasn't satisfied with just walking. He wanted to run, to jump, to fly. Jake not only walked again, he became a star athlete, competing at a level no one thought possible. He showed the world that limits exist only if you accept them. Jake's story is a testament to the power of the human spirit, the unwavering belief in oneself, even when the odds are stacked against you. Now let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah had a dream, to share her vision with the world through art, to become a world-famous artist. But there was one problem. Sarah was born with no hands. Can you imagine the challenges she faced every single day? People told her, "You'll never paint, you'll never be able to hold a brush, let alone create masterpieces, you'll never be able to do what others can." Doubt and negativity swirled around her like a dark cloud. But Sarah, she didn't listen to the word never. She knew in her heart that her passion burned brighter than any obstacle. She found her own way to paint. She practiced every single day, her determination fueled by the doubts of others. She failed. She tried again. She failed again. And she tried again. She used her feet, her arms, her creativity to overcome the limitations life had given her. And after years of unwavering dedication, her art was displayed in galleries worldwide. People were moved by her story, her spirit, her raw talent. Today, Sarah is more than just an artist. She's an inspiration to millions. She travels the world, sharing her story, teaching others that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. Sarah proved that passion is stronger than any obstacle. She showed us that limitations are often self-imposed and that true strength comes from within. If she can do it, so can you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Chapter 3. The Man Who Turned Pain into Purpose. This is Michael. Michael's story will resonate with a lot of you out there. He grew up in extreme poverty. No food on the table, no roof overhead, no one to turn to for help, no hope. He saw firsthand the despair that poverty can inflict, the way it can crush dreams before they even have a chance to blossom. People around him said, "This is just life, you can't change it, this is how it is, and this is how it will always be." But Michael, he refused to accept that. He knew he was destined for something more, that he had something to offer the world. He worked hard, any job he could find, he took it. He studied under streetlights because he couldn't afford electricity. He saved every penny, knowing that education was his way out. And after years of struggling, he became a successful entrepreneur. But he didn't forget where he came from. He didn't let success change him. Instead, he used his success to lift others up. He built schools for kids just like him, providing them with the opportunities he never had. Michael's story teaches us that it doesn't matter where you start in life. What matters is where you decide to go. You have the power within you to overcome adversity, to defy the odds, and to create a better future for yourself and for others. Never forget that. So what about you? What challenge are you facing right now? That dream you put on hold, that goal you thought was impossible? Are you going to let it stop you? Or are you going to push through? Remember, the hardest battles create the strongest warriors. If Jake, Sarah, and Michael could overcome their struggles, so can you. You have greatness within you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If this video inspired you, even just a little bit, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. Let's create a movement of positivity, of resilience, of overcoming. And comment below. What's one challenge you're going to overcome?